You only in New Orleans when you see a parade based solely on red beans. Tonight, the crew of red beans, dead beans, and queer beans rolled through the pie water. Usually the three crews roll separately, but this year they all rolled together. The crew captain told our Eleanor Tabone after seeing the tragedy that occurred January 1st, he wanted to avoid well-trafficked roads. Eleanor explains.
The crew of red beans don't just parade. They simmer, season and serve up pure carnival spirit.
The magic of New Orleans is that it's pretty much a place where anyone can create anything, and it is why we have such a rich diversity of traditions that happen around Carnival.
Their handcrafted suits turn Bywater streets into a bean art gallery.
We make our bean suits and just get to go and see everybody and smile and wave, and it's just joyous.
Yeah, the first year we had 25 people and an audience of approximately 0. And over the years, the crowd has grown and the crew has grown.
Crew captain Devin DeWolf says membership got so big, sub-crews were formed, including the crew of dead beans and queer beans.
That's that red beans coming!
He says in years past, the three crews paraded separately. This year, however, they all walked as one.
For our parade, we're maybe a canary in the coal mine a little bit of the population loss of New Orleans. I've noticed a downward trend over the last few years, and I think, unfortunately, so many people have moved away from our city.
He says within the last year, they've lost about 100 members. A combination of membership loss and safety concerns while crossing heavily trafficked roads was the reason for the consolidation, he says.
Really focusing on safety. After the New Year's attack, I really thought about how we can make the parade as safe as possible and really avoid any streets where cars drive fast. And that was always my biggest concern every single year, is crossing those big streets. Even though we have police officers with us, it still is something that can be a little bit dicey sometimes.
Crew members say they're on board with the change.
I think it's a good idea just to make sure that everybody's safe and we just get to enjoy it.
Captain Devin is calling for walking parades in particular to have more security going forward.
For a walking parade like us, we don't really get the same level of security that the St. Charles parade routes get. And I really wish that the city were a little bit more proactive on supporting the walking parades and the downtown traditions that have evolved over the years.
Everywhere else, it's just Monday.
Eleanor Tabone, WWL, Louisiana.
We reached out twice to NOPD about the crew captain's call for more officers during a walking parade, and we're still waiting to hear back.